How do you interpret a coefficient plot in an academic publication? Let's find out. Increasingly, when we publish the results of a regression analysis, we use graphics rather than old-fashioned tables. If they look unfamiliar at first, these figures give us the same information as the tables, only they make it much easier to understand what's going on. When we report a coefficient in a table, in the figure this is a point. So we still have the list of variables on the left. Instead of numbers, we now have a point for each variable. The point is the coefficient. Let's look at an example. Here the outcome variable is health literacy, how well people understand messages on health. We have 4 variables shown, an index of vulnerability as the predictor, plus 3 control variables, gender, age, and whether the person has done any education in healthcare. The coefficient for vulnerability is around -0.7. In fact, in this case we can find a table in the supplement and the corresponding number is -0.68. This means if we have 2 equivalent people and one has higher vulnerability by 1 unit, that person is predicted to have lower health literacy by around 0.7 on the outcome variable. And the bars, they indicate the uncertainty, the standard errors. Again, we have this information in the table. The thick line is 0.05 to each side of the coefficient. That's 1 standard error. And the thin line is twice that. The interval shows us values that are compatible with the model. In the case of the predictor, we're pretty certain that there is a negative association. And we're also pretty sure it's around -0.7. Maybe -0.6, but very unlikely around -0.2 for instance. By contrast, if we had any interest in the gender coefficient, we'd probably be too uncertain to say anything. Not only is the point very close to zero difference, but also is the uncertainty so large that both positive and negative values are plausible. So why the graphics? Because we can see the effect size, we can see the uncertainty, and we can assess the results more quickly and accurately. So now you're ready for the next coefficient plot.